Welcome to the Leads Formula Academy. I'm super excited to have you. I've never built anything like this in terms of a training and a community and everything that I basically have in terms of knowledge, giving that away for such a price. But I'm excited and I want to over deliver as much as I can. Let's get right into it. So if you don't know me yet, I'm Yassine. I've scaled my Pinterest marketing agency called Beyond Ads, where we actually won a little media award to 25 plus clients. Clients such as Waterdrop and Prolon, 8-figure brands, and we mainly use cold email to grow that Pinterest marketing agency. So after that, it enabled me to move to Dubai, where I am currently as well, travel to 10 plus countries a year with my girlfriend, from Sri Lanka to Mexico to Colombia to Austria. And yeah, about me, I like to live an exciting, routinized, outsourced lifestyle. I feel a lot of people don't get that right. They don't understand that they can actually travel around if they want to with their families and still live the hustle kind of life and still crush it in business. And you just need to have a good system for that. You need to get food prep, for example. It's one of the things I like to do. So whenever I am in a place and I go there, within 1 or 2 days, I'm basically in a nice routine. That's a little bit about me in case you're interested. And now, as you know, I'm helping others achieve the same with Leads Formula, since we have a media buyer and a graphic designer at the Pinterest agency. It's pretty outsourced. So I thought, let me actually help others with a cold email system. And as you know, we take clients for doing basically everything for them. But now I also created this piece where you're going to learn everything about the system. Maybe at some point in the future, you're going to be interested in our main service. But what's interesting about this program also is that I try to put our service into little microservices so I can help you with like leads or wherever it is if you want to. But one thing that I want to make sure is you don't need to. Everything you can learn with this system and with this course without spending a single dollar more to me. You will need tools, obviously. You will need leads that you need to buy somewhere, but you're not going to have to spend any more dollar to me if you don't want to. Okay, the importance of a cold email system. So this is a cold email that I've received recently, a couple of weeks ago from Derek, right? And this is the email. Hi, Yassine. Going to be short and honest with you. Time is precious. I noticed that you got a strong presence with your Twitter, Codypreneur, recently, and I wanted to reach out to see if you're trying to get featured in Forbes, Times, etc. Interested in knowing more about this, right? After that, he actually sent like 2 other emails. I didn't respond because it's not interesting for me. However, if I would find it interesting, then I would have responded to him. He would have probably said, hey, cool, sounds good, Yassine. Let's maybe hop on a little call so I can show you how it works. Then I would have hopped on a call and then he would have maybe sold me if the offer is good and everything's good. And this is the power of a cold email system, right? Because everybody has an email. All of the people that you reach out to or all of the people that you want as a client, they'll probably have an email. And that's what makes it so powerful. It's not free, as I said, but it's extremely, extremely cost effective. So usually you can have a cold email system with less than $300 to $500 a month, which is really, really cheap, because to reach those kind of people and that amount of people directly, the exact decision maker that you want to reach with Facebook ads or LinkedIn ads or whatever it is, super, super ineffective. And it's very, very difficult in the beginning to crack the code of ads. Then what other options you have? You have cold calling as an option, where it's difficult to reach out to the decision maker, even get the phone numbers. You're going to reach out to some receptionist and trying to get a hold of the founder or the owner. And then you can do outbound DMing, which also worked for me. However, it's very time consuming to DM people a lot. You need to have way more conversation. And also sometimes it just lands in the request folder. People don't check that. Plus with LinkedIn outreach, DMs and so on, you're very limited to like 100 actions sometimes a week or something like that. So you need to scale with lots of different accounts. And that is just easier to set up with email accounts. So obscurity is your biggest problem, I like to say here as a little quote. The main problem that you have as an agency, B2B SaaS company, whatever you have, is that not a lot of people know about you. Not enough people know about you. You need to find a system to scale as much as possible. Attention is the new currency of the world, and you need to find a way to reach out to all of these people at scale in a personalized way so they actually pay attention, and then with a good pitch or a good offer so that they actually jump on the call or do the action that you want them to do. And this is what this whole training is going to provide you with. My goal for this training is for you to know exactly how you can build a cold email system, and ideally while consuming the course, you're already going to create it, because at every step of the journey, you're going to have 2 options. Either you're going to, at two points in the journey, you're going to have 2 options. Either do it yourself or do it with my team. And one thing that I want to make very, very clear here is that, because I was really trying to figure out, okay, how should I do this? Should I pitch like a service or something that we can help with in the training module, but at the same time I don't want to like seem salesy, because you guys can't reach anything you want to just with the training. And I had a little experience where I got myself a coaching program recently where one of the coaches was basically like pushing me like his software like all the time. He was saying like, did you get it already? Did you do it already? Why not? Why not? And I felt like so uncomfortable that he was trying to sell me so hard. So I wanted to make sure that this is not that experience for you. So there's going to be like videos where I briefly try to explain how my solution could help you too if you want to, because there's two ways. Either you have the time and you want to just do it yourself, or you don't have the time, or you have money and you want to spend rather, and then we can do it for you, right? So I want to give you those two options at a couple of points here, especially with generating the leads and also setting up the email accounts, because that takes time and it costs money. With the leads, for example, we can actually do it cheaper often because we have enterprise solutions with these accounts. So it's a beautiful win-win scenario. But again, you don't have to do it. Okay, here are some KPIs that we can look at in terms of reaching your goals. So if you want to get to 30, 40K and more in monthly revenue, or add that as a revenue, these are the kind of KPIs you want to look at. With 15,000 people that you're going to contact per month, you can expect the open rate of above 50%. Out of those, maybe you're going to get a reply rate of 3%, positive replies. These are like pessimistic, kind of like realistic kind of stats that I've seen over and over again. Out of those, you're going to get 56 positive replies, 28, half of them are going to book the discovery call and show up. Then out of those, maybe 14 are going to be actually qualified for your service. And out of those, you'll have maybe a closing rate of 25%. So that is not 25% of total. That is 25% of the ones that are actually qualified. So you're going to get 3 to 4 high ticket clients. Let's say your ticket price is 10K, maybe 3K or 2-3K for 3 months or something. That's how you can get to 30, 40K. 70x ROI. This is why a cold email system is so powerful. Every dollar you spend, you would get 70 back. So yeah, this is why it's so powerful. Now, these numbers are not for everyone, right? Like if your target market, for example, is in total only 10, 15K or 20K, because you are like super specialized in a specific niche. Let's say accounting for recruitment agencies in the UK is something that I've heard, for example, recently. Then you might want to do it a little lower, right? You want to send way less emails. Maybe you want to send 5,000 emails per month or something like that. But then you're also going to have a way more personalized approach with the emails. So your positive reply rate is going to be way higher. So out of those that open, your positive reply rate might be 10% or 15%, because you know exactly who you target, you know their problems. So that way you can still get to the same goal. But because of the high personalization, even while sending less emails, you're going to get to the same result. And here's the system. Let's briefly talk about it. So here's how the cold email lead generation system works. The first part is the email setup. I'm going to show you how you can use Google domains to set them up, or do it with us. Buy 20 plus domains, set up 40 plus email accounts is usually what I like to say. And these are the kind of stats that we do always for our clients and for our own outreach, at least 40 email accounts. And I'm going to explain to you why that is so, because your competitors are doing it. That's why you need to do it as well. With like 2-3 email accounts, you won't get that far anymore, unfortunately. And that is because even if your emails are way better than from those future competitors that you're going to have, even if they're double as good, if they have 50 email accounts and you have 5 or 3, they have like 10x or 50x the amount of emails. They're always going to outcompete you. They're always going to get 20, 30x better results, even if they have worse cold email scripts. You want to have a continuous warm-up enabled, and we're going to cover what that means. And then there's a lead generation part. You want to use aggregated lists such as Apollo and so on, and then you can scrape from Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and so on. You want to verify the emails so that you actually land in the main inbox always. Then you want to AI personalize the email so that the email is actually personalized and doesn't look like a newsletter that you just blast out to everyone. And then you want to start the automation, which I like to call pain point scripts that actually point out a problem that your prospect might have and then how you can solve it. And then as the last part, there's the reply management that will basically enable you to book meetings, which we're going to talk about as well in this training. And then after that, you can close the deal. And yeah, it was really a challenge to create. I don't know how much I think it's around a 2-hour training. And honestly, this was difficult. It was really difficult to get it down to I had to re-record so many modules because they were taking too long. Because building a cold email system, this is like this is a whole business model, right? Like my whole business model is cold email. And there's plenty of cold email agencies out there on Twitter and wherever you want to look at. So putting basically a whole business model down to a mini course that you can actually consume so that you can watch it from the beginning to the end was a huge challenge. So I hope that that I've succeeded with it. I try to really compensate, like put it down to the most important things that will get you results, most importantly, not talk about things that are not going to get you results. And I'm excited to see what you're going to come up with. Also, we're going to have the support, right? So you can ask me at every step of the journey. You can ask me for support if you have any questions. This is the first version of it. I will need your guys' feedback, yeah? So help me out, guys, so that we can improve it for future people, but also for you guys. So ask me anything you want in the Slack chat. I'm always there available for you to help you with cold email scripts, email setup, technical kind of errors, your offers if you want to enhance them. And the Slack is also going to be part where I'm going to create new videos, exclusive content that I'm going to post there, because I want to make that as valuable as possible for you to have that community aspect, meet other people, but also to get exclusive knowledge that I find out that I would never share with anyone else or on Twitter or wherever, because it's just too powerful in terms of maybe using AI, in terms of doing cold outreach on Twitter, LinkedIn, and so on. Maybe stuff about my personal brand, how powerful it has been to book me over 50 meetings a month now with my videos that I create very effortlessly, and so on. That being said, let's get right into it. I hope you're ready. Block out 2 hours at least of time, either now or whenever, in your Google Calendar or whatever you use, so that you actually spend the time in creating the content. I hope you like it. I hope you find it valuable. I hope it will change your life. See you in the next video.